Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day!
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sumeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too back and ask Nahida. Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city. Early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question. Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before. We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back? Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town. Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have... Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take Matt. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we? Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look. And please, Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world. Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside! Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me. Yep! Now we're talking! I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right? Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's expose those sages! Alright. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it... Okay! That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay. Now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sumeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could...
Was that space actually the real world? That doesn't sound... All the bizarre spaces... That doesn't sound... My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, so no matter how strange or spooky things...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half. Hey, where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. That doesn't sound... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero. That doesn't... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in... Those spaces remind me of... That doesn't... People in Sumeru... All the bizarre... We are all in a dream. It is... The moon... People in Sumeru... That doesn't... That do...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the...
That does...
and it grants knowledge to...
That does...
It is the manifestation...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words,
So Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that the sages...
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is... That doesn't... The... Those... The Grand Sage said, my mind feels... We've already experienced... Those dreamscapes kept... My mind... Those spaces kept That doesn't sound right. That doesn't...
You're back. I've been waiting. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero? Okay.
Okay. That doesn't sound right.
People in Sumeru think they do, and those speak.
So correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha relies on?
That do-
Oh, okay. But is stealing every...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words,
So enough. Paimon remembers her saying that the real story is that the...
oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
That doesn't sound right.
Correct. Their disembodied consciousness, no one is any the wiser. People wake up to yet...
So, this is like a dream.
Very good.
Okay.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That was... Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kut...
Yes, on the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more... Deceiving the people after we end the Sub-Zero...
How can the sages...
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again. Oh, we're out of time today.
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning? Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she?
She's actually something like a puppet. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the...
But personality...
Puppets are still... You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness.
Yes. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her.
Please don't be...
I'm not beating...
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but...
Although that means this...
Huh?
Well, which means, with the...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're... the dream will respond... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how... Find some...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said,
It's extremely difficult, yes. As for me...
Out of town? Are you going?
Yes. Hurry and go.
She was such a good person. Yeah. But we mustn't lose... Paimon's wondering. Do you... Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of... Let's go ask him some...
No time to lose.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. Just,
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back? Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you. You... Fine, all right. Knock yourself... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
A new punch.
You want this one?
No time to lose.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying... Yeah, even if... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures! Hey, the windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow. Dunyarzad, even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
No time to lose.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, what? Where are we going this time?
No time.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
Oh. Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just...
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
Ah, that beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, Al?
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore! But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots! So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu real?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on...
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like...
Yep, but in the part you heard, he had... His piety and wisdom were acknowledged. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife lying next to him said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love. In the end, the first sage took care of many
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over, too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sabzerus Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sabzerus.
No time to lose. No time to lose. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got it! Thank you, Kale. Understood.
Yep. I could get used to this.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Self-cleaning ability. Just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
You know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies than, well, standing here.
Self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
This place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
Ocean's self-cleaning ability. Just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
This place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability. We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
You know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies than, well, standing here.
It should be fine. I'm sure it'll get
Yeah!
Looks like no more free coffee for me. Looks like no more free coffee for me.
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Looks like no more free
No time to lose.
Take a guess.
could get used to this.
The waterway here is too narrow.
Then let's build a smaller boat.
Yep. Yeah! But Captain, please stop using the Gardamex to fire the flare. Captain. No time to lose.
No, but I am pondering a related question. It's you, Traveler. That joke wasn't bad. Allow me to soak it in. Not bad. I like it. Not bad. Still, it's a pity. I haven't found any Muse shrooms yet. Exactly. After all, the newsrooms have yet to make the press release.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, Traveler. Hello to you as well. I am the same as always. Thank you for your concern. Yes, you noticed. The morning paper forecasted rain here at precisely this hour. In my experience, predictions of this nature are not entirely reliable. Yet today, the downpour arrived on schedule. A stroke of luck. Thank you. Though I do realize that standing in the rain is only my personal predilection, and that most would find it odd. Are you certain you wish to stand here with me while it pours unceasingly? I see. Yes, I recently overheard a few Melazines complaining that the weather seemed to be conspiring against them. For instance, whenever they carry an umbrella with them, hardly a single cloud shows itself. Yet when they gamble on sunshine, a downpour awaits. Naturally, I know that there is no causal relationship at work, having personally tested the theory. And, well, put simply, it didn't hold water. Yet the fact you brought this up now makes me wonder. Perhaps today's rain arrived thanks to you. You jest, I presume. I'd feared this squall might have soured your plans, but I'm glad it doesn't seem to have dampened the mood. So it is. One's thoughts drift easily while standing alone in the rain. For instance, I am currently pondering how the raindrops that descend from the skies and the bubbles of air that rise from the depths broadly fall under the same category of phenomenon. Do they not? Well, a passable joke, yes? Very well. Your feedback has been noted. I am glad to have received.
Ah, perfect weather for fishing. The sound of the rain scares them away, but once it stops, they're yours for the taking.
Hot springs has magic powers to heal your body and soul.
Excuse me, Miss Layla? Miss Layla, shall we discuss this inside? We can sit down and chat. It's fine. I've treated several academia students before. You can say I've encountered similar states of mind to yours. Yes, a scholar there once invited me to help treat his students. I wouldn't go that far. Just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo. That's correct. I received a letter from Miss Layla's advisor in advance, with details about her situation and a request to provide therapy for her. I think it's quite likely that a mutual acquaintance shared my contact information. It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. How long has she had this condition? However, her advisor's letter clearly acknowledges her abilities, emphasizing constantly that she is their most outstanding student. Perhaps it's Layla who doesn't believe in her own abilities, thus triggering these symptoms. Evidently, a more thorough... Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan. Now, time to form...
I'll expedite it, but custom-made clothes normally take longer to make. Should you leave before they're ready, I'll ship them to you via Komini Express. Oh, it's nothing. You gave me very precise measurements to work with. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, and if you'd like, I can tailor dancing clothes for you as well. Is that so? Yet your eyes, if I'm not wrong, you favor satin? With wave mode. I merely followed your gaze and made a few simple observations. Short on moral. So you're hesitating for other reasons. Flip one. Heads buy, tails don't. Toss it. Now. The moment you do so, you'll know what your heart wants. So, heads or tails? You needn't look. If right now part of you was whispering, please be heads, it's time for you to buy yourself a new outfit. Don't miss out on something you truly want because of some meaningless concerns you may have. Excellent. Step inside and you can tell me about your requirements. Traveler, care to join us? We can take your measurements while we're at it. Suit yourself. Just drop by. Ms. Dia, this way, please.
Add Ask.